Yo, internets, tonight on the Combat Jack Show, Complex TV, we bring to you Gangstar Foundation co-founder, pinball wizard, hip-hop innovator, pioneer of the art of DJing, undisputedly one of the most influential producers of all time. Tonight on the Combat Jack Show, we bring to you DJ Premier. What's going on with you, man?
I'm good, man. Just, you know, I got the call. You want me to come over here? So we've known each other for mad years. So it's just so we could actually, I could just walk in here and all of a sudden just go, so remember that time when, and there'll be a conversation that happened 10 years ago.
That's crazy.
And it's like if we just saw each other yesterday.
That's right. So. Now, congratulations on you, man. You just celebrated another birthday.
47, man. 47. I'm
47 years old, man.
I'm glad to be there.
Can you believe
not many homies that didn't make it.
Can you believe that you're still doing this in your 40s, man?
Yeah, because I'm a fiend.
Right.
Yeah, when you're a fiend, you don't even think age, you just keep banging out.
Primo, I'm gonna have to say something. Your sound through Gangstar was stark, even for a lot of people in hip hop. Like, what did you start making your music first with? Was it the horn or the drum?
It was either or. Like sometimes it's just a sample and I'll put drums to it. Sometimes I do the drums and get that rocking and then look for sounds that just bounce with it. You kind of hear it in your head what you want it to be like. And then I start looking for records that kind of match that idea. It may not be a horn record, but if it just sounds like it could be piano, it could be the accordion, you know, like we were talking about earlier about Zydeco music. If it just sounds like it's the atmosphere of what I kind of hear in my head, I'll start playing with it, see if it, you know, and I'll do it DJ style, you know, I'll start, you know, just trying to pop it in. I got a tempo, pop it, ooh, okay, bro, you know, just boom.
Well, I'm assuming that's how you came up with 10 Crack Commandments then, right?
Yeah, I was on the first, almost like the Grand Wizard Theodore story. I was on the phone,
right,
holding the record,
right,
and I'm talking like this, you know, standing there like this. So I'm just kind of waiting to see what, you know, how the sample plays on the whole record. And I'm just going, but I have the drums going boom, pacat, yeah, and I'm going doo doo, and you know, yeah, okay, all right. Yeah, because you know how DJs, we can hear 2 ears.
We'll hear two things at the same time.
I could talk to Just right now and go, yo, you see the game yesterday? That shit was fly, man, word. Yo, pick a pan, yo, so what time are you leaving tomorrow?
Right, hold up. Bang.
You know, like, we can totally separate two different things.
Now
you know
go back to 10 Crack Commandments. Were you making that beat for Biggie, or you just making it?
No, I was making it for Angie Martinez.
So you mean to tell me that 10 Crack Commandments was initially made for Angie Martinez?
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, it was from Angie. You know what I'm saying? Like, J. Rue the Damager was super blazing with everything he was dropping at the time.
Right.
And Angie was new to Hot 97, and she was like the fan favorite of that station, like big time, you know.
She's like the darling at the time.
Yeah, all of us tuned in to her. And so, shout out to Ange.
She had that voice.
This wasn't for her to spit. This was before she was making records.
Okay.
This is just her as a personality. No one had better promo beats and rhymes than Angie's show. She had a show called the Hot 5 at 9.
Right.
Top five records. No, Hot 5 at 9.
Hot 5 at 9.
It was the top 5 records at 9 o'clock, and she would count them down. So everybody had a dope Hot 5 at 9 promo. Pun, Beating Us, Gangstar, you know, you name it. Everybody was doing it. And, you know, J. Rue was also popping to where it wasn't where she said, yo, give me a promo. Everybody was like, yo, let's make a promo for Angie. That's how poppin' she had it going on with getting dope drops.
Right.
So we were like, we gotta make a funky one, and we made that. And the reason why you hear the scratches once Biggie got it for 10 Crack Commandments, if you listen to the scratch at the beginning and at the end of the song, I'm only cutting to 5 because purposely because it's 5 records.
Right.
And then at the very end of the song, it goes 6, 7, 8, 9. You know, there was never a 10. You know what I'm saying? You even notice the 10 on Biggie's is from 10, like a different voice.
Right.
It was always just going to 9 because I knew DJs would get it that I'm doing the hot, took a 5 to 9, you know what I'm saying? Even before the beat drop, it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, drop.
Right.
And you know what I'm saying? Because it wasn't intended to go to 10, because she's not the hot 5 and 10. She's the hot 5 and 9.
So did that actually play on air?
No, all the time. And Puffy and Big heard that one day when they were the guests on her show, because she always had the dope artists on her show. And it's like, again, everybody wanted to be on Angie's show. So that day they were up there. Shout out to my man Danny. I remember he called me and was like, yo, Puffy's telling you to call him on Hot 97. I'm like, what? You know, this is when we had beepers. You know what I'm saying? So
no cell phones.
My page is going off, and I had a cell.
Okay.
But since 1990, I've had a call phones. You know,
okay,
so,
okay.
I mean, you know, it was good. That was good hip hop days. Yeah, man. So the page goes off. He's telling me call Puff because he's trying to reach you, and I'm still driving and I'm listening to the interview, but no one's saying anything like, hey, Premier, get at me. So I'm kind of just figuring maybe they heard wrong or whatever. Right when I'm getting ready to turn the volume down, I hear him go, yo, Premier, if you out there, call me.
On the radio?
Yeah, and I called him.
Hot 97?
Yeah, he goes, yo, that promo, because Angie had played the promo before they, you know, it's like, you know, you have an intro.
Right.
That was a promo for that particular day.
That's crazy.
And Puff was the guest, so when he heard that, I mean, when I got on the phone with him, he said, yo, we want that beat, and I was like, you know, you and J. Rue kind of have a little problem at the time.
Right.
He's like, he said, well, just see if he's down to let it slide. I called Rue. Rue was like, yo, this is exactly what J. Rue said. Yo, it's hip hop.
You've worked with some of the best.
Yeah.
And one of my biggest questions is, I mean, you made some of the best records with Jay-Z. Why are you not making music with Jay anymore? Why has it been so long?
I'm one of those guys that, you know, for one, Jay knows I'm slow.
Right.
And
what do you mean by slow?
Yeah, I'd take a while to get you your track.
Right.
And Jay ain't waiting for nobody.
Right.
When he's ready and you're not ready, he is going to move on, which is what I respect about him. Even when he does his shows, I've seen him at Summer Jam tell Ja Rule, yo, Ja Rule came on late, you know, on his cue,
right.
And he stopped the music and said, this is when he brought Michael Jackson out and he did the Prodigy disc and all that. He literally said, yo, Ja Rule, what happened? He said, yo, I was back there and then I heard it and I ran out. He goes, give it up for Ja Rule, ladies and gentlemen. Like, see ya. And he's kind of looking like, all right, salute y'all, you know. And so I know he's really meticulous. I've seen him rehearse for shows back when Reasonable Doubt hadn't even been finished and just doing just gigs. He was dominating, doing good shows then, and he just always was about, you know, on cue. When this hits, you got to hit it. Like, he's always been that way. That's why it's like, okay.
You know, he pulled a Ja Rule on me once on stage.
Oh, yeah?
Yo, but it wasn't my fault. It was in Chicago.
Right.
They had set up the monitors wrong.
Yeah.
And I had my own, like, kind of like a set like this.
Right.
But it was slightly risen.
Yeah.
Normally they're supposed to put the stage monitor on the floor.
Right.
Instead they put it on the platform with me. The bass was knocking so hard on the
fell.
monitor. Not only did the monitor fall, but it yanked everything off.
And he thought you did it.
He thought I did it. Yeah. So he's like, ladies and gentlemen, Just Blaze.
Oh.
And I'm like, dude, but.
Were you hot?
No, I was just frantic trying to get everything going.
Yeah.
There was no band, there was no nothing, it was just me and him.
Right.
And all of a sudden, like I said, everything got yanked off my platform. Laptop is on the floor.
It's like if that falls right now, the laptop's going with it.
Exactly. Yeah, because everything's connected. So once one thing falls, everything goes with it.
That could happen. That could
and I'm just
happen.
saying, and it's at the arena in Chicago, whatever arena the Bulls play at, it's at that arena.
Wow.
And I'm just like, thanks.
Jordan's house.
Appreciate it.
Right.
Appreciate it.
Yo, Just, you ever have an argument with Jay? Heated argument?
No, like we had a lighthearted argument last week.
Right.
But it's all in fun, I guess you would say. Like it's even if what's being said is true, there's really no reason for him to he never had a reason to really be mad in his life.
He's another one as big as he is. He'll walk in the room and it's like I said to you, it's almost like we had a conversation 20 years ago, and as soon as he walked in, he'll go, so like I was saying 20 years ago, and you'll just start talking. It's not like, hey, Jay,
right.
You know, how you know, like if he's this big glowing thing now, he's just still regular Jay.
Right.
Around people that he knows
he's comfortable
should be, he's the same.
I think that's the reason why I could have, like I said, look, we was arguing on text last week, but I think the reason we can have those arguments and be comfortable. Like, he's one of the few.
You were a part of his growth.
Yeah, like I can say whatever to him and he can say whatever to me.
Before it got to this magnitude, we were a part of that growth.
Right.
So we're not like, yeah, look at the way you acting now, because he's never done that. And, you know, I mean, we've had our differences.
Yeah, I want to talk about that because I know you've had some differences with him in the past. Yeah. I want you to go over some of those, man.
All I can say about that is the differences that we had was. To the point where every time we see each other, he would address it. Where instead of saying, hey, you know, I'm just not speaking to you, and same thing with me. If I wasn't speaking to him and I was upset about something, he would see me, it didn't matter when, and he's like, yo, let's chop it up and talk. And he would literally kick it to you the same way. You know, The good thing is I'm glad that we did get through it because he really is a good dude.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, get through what though? What was the beef? What was the
it was over what was it? Oh, because he didn't get the verse on when Big L passed. I wanted him to spit on it, with Kane, and it never got done. And I just felt like it should be a instant. Let me lay it down. But for whatever reason, it didn't go down. Being we had the one-on-one, we hashed it out and we got through it.
Get ready for combat. No escape.